Yo, what's going on, guys? I just got done watching the newest episode of Ninja KAMUI. Let me double check to see which one it was. So we're on episode 5. This was an absolute gorgeous banger. I was disappointed at first, but this one did not disappoint. It takes everything that it started with and it maximizes it. This isn't even the halfway point, and it's already blew expectations out of the water for what it is. It's phenomenal for where it came. It's got nothing where it came from, and it just blows it out of the water. I don't know how they're doing this. I and on top of it all, there was even an awesome bumper they did for this, and I was like, whoa. So they had this Ninja Kamui Adult Swim bumper, and it was really awesome. And I wish I need to watch that again. Hopefully, someone recorded that out there, but that was phenomenal. So, start things off. This episode continues off where we were. So it's Higan and Sai are both talking. We're kind of convinced that they're gonna verse to start off this episode, but what happens is instead they're having this conversation, and the people that were at the round table, they're actually part of the order. And yeah, basically Sai was telling him that he's a traitor, and those who cheat die. Whoever's cheating the order dies. So while that's going on, Mike basically finds this Jason guy. He gets intel. And whenever he gets there, Jason's just kind of like this drunk guy that's trying to crack down this company. So Jason leads him to the server room. And with the server room, Mike convinces him to hack this company that they're trying to get into. Meanwhile, we're talking about the round table, you know what I mean? They're going on the order. They're talking about Higon and them letting him in and basically setting up this huge trap. So what Higon actually does is he goes to the sewer system, and he fights like a bunch of the ninjas down there. Meanwhile, we get back to Mike, and him and Jason are there together, and Jason starts hacking the company. And as they're hacking, figure out that all of the names and stuff are like false. And meanwhile, they couldn't get in fully, but they did see a name, and this name is kind of shocking. It's Emma, and this is the Emma that's actually his sidekick slash the one that was supposed to be on this case particularly, which means she's an insider of some sort. So I'll get back to that as well. During the roundtable, there was a character that I was unfamiliar with. It's a female robot that talks kind of like a Siri voice or like one of those AI voices, and that's the most mysterious one out of the whole group. Now, our guy Higon, he's doing his stuff, and he fights them all. He basically kills all those sewer ninjas, and we get back to Mike. So while that's going on, out of nowhere, a bunch of these like security guards. My guess is that these are like the main security lines in this other city. Uh, it's just some guys he hired. So these are actual humans. The ninjas, they're probably not human. They're probably just robotics from what we've seen so far. And this world that, by the way, we get to see inside this world, it feels very robotic. Everything feels kind of fake. They're brainwashed into thinking this company is this great, amazing thing, and they're constantly exposed to commercials. Kind of like how in New York they have those billboards. It's just constantly going on about the company. But anyway, Mike, Jason, those security type guys come in. They look like SWAT team members, and him and Mike, I think Mike turns on like this controller that turns on these arcade machines, and they start shooting them down. And while that's going on, Mike leaves, and they get in the car and they make way. So there's like this shootout going on, and they're trying to get out of there. And during all this, he's confused as to why Emma was involved. He never actually told Jason about Emma being his partner, but that's kind of like the big question, like why is she involved? How is she a part of all this? It would kind of make sense how she was hiding all this, but at the same time, she was technically helping Mike. But did she secretly want to erase Mike, or is it that she wanted to get rid of these guys? But it's like a plot twist for Mike and what's going on with this. So there's like that plot twist. So going on, he's just he fought all those ninjas. He's out of the sewer. He gets to the actual city, and he still has communication. He's like letting them know that they're letting him in and everything else, which is kind of concerning. Like, how does he know all this? Or whoever this is, you know what I mean? The voice that he's been talking to this whole time in this walkie-talkie. So Higan gets on. There's like a bunch of these guards. They try fighting him too, so we know they're the city guards. That's how I know these are like some type of FBI or security or police for the city. And I'm guessing they're I hope they're humans. Anyway, they're fighting him, and he's trying to make his way to go up. And yeah, he finally gets up there, and the big thing is he's trying to take down the guy that has the white hair, and we finally figure out his name. His name is Hamaji, and he's doing everything he can. So he takes the elevator up. There's some guys in the like FBI type gear, black suit, white shirt, sunglasses. They're also there. I think he fought some of those guys as well. They're part of the security there for whatever their HQ is, I guess, in this little like city, simulated city is what I should say. And well, he makes his way up this elevator, and whenever he gets on here, our little tech guy that's wearing glasses, he's like, start the test, and there's a bunch of robotics. And inside these robotics, we have Sussy Jojo guy for sure, the chick from the round table that we don't know anything about. And yeah, he basically, before all this isn't like something huge, but it's kind of important for his mindset during all this. He was having flashbacks thinking about his wife and his sadness. So anyway, they're fighting these robots, and inside these robots are humans. I think they're all the different roundtable people, aka the Order. I'm pretty sure it's the Order. But then again, Hamaji could be a part of the Order, because those are the guys that gave him his name and his secret technique. So it's kind of all over the place on that. So I'm not really sure. We're still learning things. So it's not like they don't leave us without questions. But it was just like these fights were not amazing, and it's where we get to hear that it really picks up. So Mike was actually shooting a bunch of the guards as he was driving, and he bangs out a bunch of them with his gun. So Mike's he gets some W's today. Mike's a W cop. He's the winner as far as cops go. So he does win. But our guy Higan, he's just like, he starts his fight, and as he's fighting, he's like sitting there trying to get Hamaji. He wants to get to him, and he's actually in a helicopter, and he tries to make way. So he's kind of like on the outside, and it's like he's getting the shit beat out of him. Like, he's just getting beat up. So he's thinking about what to do, and he uses that secret art, and he's remembering that secret art. If he uses it again, like he was told earlier, it could kill him. So he goes ahead and uses the secret art, even though he's like, I'll be joining you guys soon enough, talking about his family. And well, he just gets beat up. He gets destroyed out there, and he really wanted to go and get Hamaji. In the end, he's just laying there. I'm guessing a part of his secret technique is that he takes this like needle out. I don't know exactly what it does. I don't know if it's like, I think he uses it to pressure nerve ends, and with that he can actually activate his ninja ability. We still are kind of confused on how these secret techniques are. There's only 3 people so far that we know that have them. Anyway, from here, he's basically defeated, and here comes Sai. And Sai starts giving him the talk down about how this is what traitors get, and he takes his sword out, and he's about to behead him. And I forgot to mention this during the fight. This is huge, but at the same time, I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as I'm being fed in this little amount of time. He's actually severed the back of him using his blink technique whenever he used his secret technique. So technically, he didn't really defeat him, but he did stop the suit. as far as we know, we do know the only guy that we can think of that was in the suit is the JoJo guy, the weird sussy guy. I don't know if the D guy was in there or not. He may have been there. We can hear him through a speaker of sorts, but it could have been them on the phone with each other. So that's kind of the confusion part. Anyway, as he's sitting there and we think that he's dead, instead of dying, every one of the robots, they just start like shorting out and kind of deactivating, and out of nowhere, it's kind of like I was at first I was confused. I was like, wait, what? Who's doing this? And I think I figured out my answer finally after thinking for a couple of seconds. Plus, I saw what's coming next, so I'm like, I know who it is now for sure. So the chick that's wearing like this like Japanese type hat, it's a robotical suit. Okay, we don't know who she is. Anyway, she saves him basically. He falls down with she basically grabs him and then falls down off this balcony because he was trying to get to the helicopter to take out this main guy. And let's remember it. Double check it. Hamaji's this main guy. He's the guy he wants to kill the most. So he could be one of the last members of the order. So importance is Hamaji and him wanting to kill Hamaji. So Higan wants to kill Hamaji. Anyway, this was awesome. It was the Grand Escape. It had really good ending music. We were kind of thrown off by it. We're kind of like, what did I just watch? Because one way we were like, did Sai help him? No, it was the robotical woman suit. We don't know who's in that suit. But here we go. This I don't think this like there's no way I know this. There's no way it didn't show it even in the previews. But my guess is most likely I want to say it might be Emma. I think Emma's connected in this somehow. I think this because she was in the documents whenever they hacked the company. Mike did with the other guy. Well, Jason technically hacked him, but I think it was Emma, and it was like a really good ending scene. It took this from like an 8 and turned this into like a 9.4 episode. It had amazing music, and it really hyped things up, and it brought life back into it. You know what I mean? Last episode, we're given more story, and then all at once, it cooked this episode. It cooked. It was really great. I recommend you guys to watch this one, and let me know, how do you guys feel about this episode? I think this is the best episode that we've seen so far. It's not even because of the action, it's that they actually, like, this one breathed so much into it. It's like a refresher. This is like an episode you would see like on episode 6 of 12. It's a halfway episode, and we're not even halfway there yet. One more episode, then we're halfway there. And I don't think it's going to end. I want it to keep going. So anyway, our guy Higan technically defeated, but he did get saved, so hopefully he's not dead. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping that he succeeds in being alive, and that he gets his vengeance and things end on the right terms. And we're also hoping that Mike can close this case and get his career back, or he can retire in peace. One of those two. And we're also trying to solve the mystery of, why is she involved? Why is Emma involved in all this? Did she do something? Is she like a villain? We gotta see. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everything you guys do. Comments, likes, just the views, man. It all helps. It all goes to the same place. Most definitely, check out this episode 5 of Ninja KAMUI. Watch it all the way through. This is like one of the best series you can watch right now, and it's very new. I'm just excited for next Saturday. I'm always excited for Toonami, especially for this. There's something for everyone. And if you watch this early tonight, make sure you watch the rest of Toonami. There's some great stuff playing, and you can also catch on the sub if you haven't. I think they're just gonna play straightforward. I think the daylight savings time is just gonna make us lose some hours or something like that. I don't really know much about it, but anyway, guys, stay safe and peace.